Hi, welcome to the You Design It studio. Today we're going to be talking about a tool that not many people talk about, and it's the Intertwine tool. Before we jump into Illustrator, let's go over some of the tools that we're going to be using. So we're going to be using the selection tool, the direct selection tool, the intertwine, of course, shapes, the rectangle, ellipse, also the asset export. We're also going to be using a font today. So you ready? Let's go. On the screen, I have 6 different squares with different stroke colors, and you can see where it actually overlaps and where it's underneath. But what we're going to do with the intertwine tool is we're actually going to make it look like it's actually going around and through, kind of like a chain. So let's select all of our boxes and go to Object and Intertwine, Make. When you click on the mouse, it actually has an open triangle with like just a stroke and like a little lasso. So what we're going to do is we're actually going to take this and drag it around the 2 points that we want to switch. So now the purple overlaps the teal here, but here the teal still overlaps the purple. Let's do the same thing with this yellow green. So click and drag and swap that. So right now it looks like our purple, our teal, and our yellow green are all intertwined. Let's do the same thing with our purple, gray, and black. So since this is over, I want this one to be under. Just my preference. So I'm just going to circle that intersect. And then I'm going to come down here. And since this is over, I want the pink to be on top down here. So let's circle this one. And since this is over, this one's already under, but I want this one to be over. So let's circle this one. And then with the gray and the black, since this is under, we want the gray to be over the black here. And this one's fine because it's over and then under. Now we get to the yellow, green, and the black. So this is over here. So we want it under this one, which that's the way it is. And then on this side, we want this one to be over. So let's circle this. Everything is now intertwined. And it's also one object. So I'm going to just drag it around, click off, click on it again, still one object. However, it is still live, meaning it can still be modified. So let's increase the stroke from 6 to, let's go to 10. And go back down to 6. You can also change the color. However, that's going to defeat the whole purpose of our intertwine. But just to show you, you can also change the color. So what if you want to change parts of this object? Well, you can actually still do that. However, you just need the direct selection tool. And we're going to click on this box here and increase the stroke and decrease the stroke. Okay. You can also change the corner. You can change the size and the shape. So there's still some ways you can modify your actual object. All right, now let's move on to a different way to do a monogram using the same process that we did with this. I'm going to zoom back out. And this is something you can play around with. with your fonts, but I'm going to just put my initials, which are D and S. I'm using lowercase just because that's the way I want to use it. You can use capital letters. It's all up to you. I hold down the Command or Control plus a Shift key and O, and that will actually create outlines. So now instead of it being live text, meaning that you can retype and do things, it's now just an object. I'm going to ungroup these and we can move them around. So let's change the colors on these. And I'm going to use my colors from above. So we're going to make this pink. And just as a quick tip, over here on the bottom of the toolbar, there is the fill and the stroke. This little curved line here will actually swap. So I'm going to swap the colors, or swap it from being a stroke to a fill. And I'll do the same thing over here. And I'm going to use this yellowy green color and swap that one too. And select both of these. So I'm going to put my S so it intertwines with my D. Okay. Let's zoom in. Select both. Object. Intertwine. Make. Now this one I'm okay being in front of, but now I want this to be in back. So I'm going to circle around, and then that one's in the front. So as you can see now, my S is actually wrapped through my D. Now if we wanted to do something like a sticker or whatever, like you can even use these on the back of an envelope, like to seal, like where you put the little crown symbol for that one card store. You can actually put those on the back there too. You can put on your water bottle, whatever you would like. All right, let's make a duplicate. And we're going to change the color to black. And unite everything. I like to do this just to simplify the parts that are going to show up. Then we're going to go to Object, Path, Offset Path. Leave it at the default, the 0.389 inches. Click OK. And we still have our original here. I'm just going to move this over. And then bring this over. I'm going to right click, Arrange, Send Back. Select both. The Align tool. Either if you have it here on your side tools, or you can go to Window, Align. I'm going to center vertically and horizontally. Let's go ahead and make this white, because that eventually will be what our sticker is. So I'm going to select these and group. Now that we have everything grouped, let's export it through the Asset Export panel, which mine is here on my left, or you can go to Window and then Asset Export. So just click, drag, move it over. I'm going to change this to a PNG. It's monogram. And export. Okay, let's go over to Cricut Design Space and make our stickers. Okay, now let's upload our image. Click Upload, Upload Image. Find your file, open, continue. We already know we don't need to erase anything. Continue, and we want a flat graphic. For print and cut, click Continue and Upload. And here is our little intertwined monogram. And it's currently 2.53 by 3.66. And I'm going to reduce the size just just a little to that. And let's go ahead and duplicate. And just in case you didn't know, you can also use the Option or Alt, hold that down with your object selected to click and drag. I'm just going to create multiples. Try to fill up a sheet. See how we do there. Click Make. Then DS monogram. Save. And of course, Design Space does what it does, right? So let's go ahead and move these around a little bit. Okay, click Continue. Send to printer. We do not want to add a bleed because we already added the white offset. But I'm going to select the System dialog, click Print. I scroll down and then I go to Print Settings for mine. And then I want Quality. Click OK. And print. Now that I'm done printing, I need to align the print on my mat, get it loaded. I selected the sticker paper removable from the materials list, leaving at default pressure. And you'll see I'm using my maker, so I don't need anything in clamp A. And my fine point blade is already in clamp B, so I'm going to load my mat, and I will see you in a moment.
Well, you did it. You learned a brand new tool. And like I said, not many people talk about using the Intertwine tool. There were ways we used to do it in the past where you have to make multiples of like the D and the S and put one in front, the other, and cut and do all these kinds of things. But the Intertwine tool is very, very cool. So I hope that you made your monogram. And if not, I hope you do it soon. You can post it in the Facebook group. That link is down in the description. I would love to see all of your designs that you've created, not this one, but all of them that we've done so far on the You Design It Studio channel. I would also appreciate it if you would subscribe, hit that like button, and also the notification bell. Thank you again for joining me, and I hope you have a very creative day.